Black Friday has shifted from an in-person shopping frenzy to an online shopping season, and retail workers are feeling that shift as well. The San Fernando Together initiative is making immense change throughout the Valley community. A massive leap of faith. Behind me, participants are rappelling 25 stories down the Hilton Hotel in Universal. The balance of power may shift in Washington due to this vote, and the pressure is on. The results? A new massive car-free zone that has turned a public roadway into a space for the community to gather. Similar to the beaches, the inland lows are going to stay right under 50 degrees, and the highs will be in the high 60s to low 70s. San Fernando Together initiative is an example of what it looks like when a community can come together to offer a crucial helping hand to those in need. Reporting from San Fernando, I'm Sunny Day, Valley View News. The demonstrations were planned to mark the second anniversary of the current conflict, but each side was marking a different tragedy. Pro-Israeli students and community members gathered to honor those killed on October 7th, 2023.
I am here today because my friend Netta Epstein was murdered on Kibbutz Kfar Aza by Palestinian jihadist terrorists, Hamas, on October 7th, 2023, along with 1,200 other Israeli civilians. And I'm an American, but I'm also an Israeli.
Meanwhile, just yards away, the pro-Palestine coalition held a demonstration where they were tying their demands for divestment to what they call a day of historical attack against Palestine and the marking of 2 years of resistance.
Today's October 7th, so it commemorates the historic moments where Palestine was attacked. And as the Filipino movement, we are here in solidarity with the Palestinian movement in the struggle for liberation.
As the crowd grew, the division was clear, with chants and signs splitting the campus lawn. While organizers attempted to convey positive intentions, the event only widened the gap for many students watching, as some protesters were escorted out and arrested.
This is it's making more of a division because these people arguing from across the field, look at this, they're freaking across the field. They don't even want to stand on the same grass. You feel what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, we all bleed red. We're all the same. We're people.
The emotional rift that divided students is expected to continue driving conversations on campus long after the signs come down. Today, one thing is clear. The 2-year mark of the conflict is not being forgotten by the CSUN students. I'm Sunny Day, Valley View News. The Department of Justice is officially here monitoring the process, a move requested by the Republican Party. State officials, however, are condemning the oversight as an intimidation tactic aimed at suppressing voter turnout. Election Day is usually quiet, but the federal attention drawn by Proposition 50 has been met with immediate and strong opposition. Locals quickly criticized the DOJ's presence, calling the federal oversight unwarranted and harmful.
It would be totally unnecessary and probably even unconstitutional to have that type of monitoring going on.
Many citizens view the DOJ's deployment as nothing less than a political stunt designed to interfere with a state measure. For them, the monitoring is a blatant violation of Californians' rights to determine their own congressional maps.
This state has demonstrated time and time again that it runs safe and secure elections according to state law. And in fact, the Constitution provides that states determine the manner in which their elections will be held.
This federal action raises major questions about the balance of power, with critics fearing a new precedent where Washington interferes in state elections. While the monitoring won't stop the vote count, the dispute over state sovereignty will linger long after the polls close. The monitoring is over, but the conflict remains. From Reseda, I'm Sunny Day, Valley View News. San Francisco's Golden Gate Park is over 150 years old, and this street was once the battleground for its biggest policy fight. Permanently banning cars on JFK Drive was a political showdown over public access and safety. The results? A new massive car-free zone that has turned a public roadway into a space for the community to gather. Closing the street was a decision for pedestrian safety. Traffic and speeding motorists made this area a danger zone. And now, the peace and quiet tell a vastly different story for locals.
This is the first time I've seen it, so I was like, why is there art all in the middle? And then, I heard there's no cars. I feel like it's kind of cool.
Beyond offering a place for the community to gather, the closure has benefited surrounding neighborhoods. The lack of traffic directly translates into public safety, a major win for families, bikers, and dog walkers alike.
It's actually a selling point for people who are buying properties in the area because a lot of them are young families and they want to have an area where they can take their kids and not have to worry about people being texting and driving.
The fight for this space was a political brawl, but the outcome has created a new, vibrant community core. Now, San Francisco must decide where the city will turn its next street into a sanctuary. From Golden Gate Park, I'm Sunny Day, Valley View News. Picture midnight openings, crowds sleeping on the curbs outside of stores, and people scrambling to get to the door first. We take a look around today, and that chaos is history. But the biggest shopping event of the year hasn't just disappeared, it simply moved online. The single-day excitement has been diluted by year-round deals, causing some consumers to feel a lack of urgency when it comes to taking advantage of sales.
Black Friday happens 365 now. You know, sneaker drops, Pokemon cards, big things at Costco. It goes crazy.
Yeah, it used to be like a tradition. You know, people get up early and they go do their thing, have some breakfast, and you know, it was an experience.
Black Friday has shifted from an in-person shopping frenzy to an online shopping season, and retail workers are feeling that shift as well. That digital convenience has fundamentally changed the rules. Customers now calmly click add to cart from home instead of wrestling over the last TV. A big difference for retail workers.
The customer really has preferred online shopping over the last 5 years. I would say the crowds, there's no line outside of our mall, there's no line outside of our store.
What remains now is a longer, more organized sales season that requires new skills from shoppers and new strategies from retail workers. Reporting from the Culver City Westfield Mall, I'm Sunny Day for Valley View News.